This is it. The Temple of the One.
At last, this journey is almost done.
not made it far, sorcerer. Too far. The Sallow Man may be dead, but his minions still swarm the island. My followers did their duty and bought me time to get here. I will honor their sacrifice after I go to the wellspring and ascend.
Alexander offers only a stoic nod in affirmation, his eyes glowering intensely.
This is how it is meant to be. How my father intended it to be. Even here he guides me to my destiny. Of course he did! Every God-woken here was a threat to his legacy, so he did away with them. Now, once I'm rid of you, I will be free to succeed him. I am destined to be the Divine. Don't try to meddle with destiny.
Alexander's resolve visibly crumbles under the force of your words. When he speaks, his voice is a croak.
It's a curse to be a great man's son, you know. Truly a curse. How could I ever hope to lead the world out of darkness, when I can't even escape my father's shadow? Someone stronger than me needs to become the next Divine of Rivellon. I think you have what it takes. I will do everything I can to support you. I stand with you. Let's finish this.
An automaton, massive and imposing, creaks to life as you approach.
You must leave. I am an automaton. I recognize and respond. Do not presume that I have self-awareness. Now you must leave. You are not divine. You must leave or die. You can not win this fight.
An 'Athema' 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 'Athema
yield to none.
strange device.
The phantom bird pecks at the stone beneath her with a scarred and blood-flecked beak. She glowers up at you with one gimlet eye.
Student of the arena, are you? Or master? You even beat Murga in Driftwood? That little firecracker was always my favorite. I have an even greater challenge for you. Beyond lies an eternal construct of great destructive force. There, you can prove in trial by combat that you are indeed the one I have waited for. The one. My congratulations on becoming the singular Godwoken to follow the ancient rituals of the arena. You are now the one.
The spirit ruffles her feathers and stares deeply into your eyes. You feel a powerful energy flood through you, a powerful energy that stays with you.
Happy are those who feast on the fallen.
Something on your mind, darling? You want to craft a sworn breaker? I hope you haven't fallen in with the wrong crowd, my dear. Here, take the tablet. Just remember that I covet the sworn breaker as well. I trust you wouldn't deny a girl her deepest desire, would you? Darling, Why, I can't remember the last time someone showed me such kindness. Maybe even never. When it matters most, I will stand alongside you. I promise. After all, I am soon to be a free woman. I can choose to follow whomever I wish now. Something on your mind, darling?
Do what you must at this place, sorcerer. I don't want to linger a moment longer than necessary.
I'm afraid that exploring this island would only consume precious time that I need for my work. I shall be remaining here. My efforts continue. I must admit it's quite an intricate piece to work with, even for someone like myself. I remain confident of success, though.
Attend to your studies.
Godwoken. Are your studies complete? All Godwoken have completed their studies. I take you now to the arena of the One. The wellspring awaits the victor. There you may fall, or you may rise. So it begins. The first Godwoken to enter the wellspring of ascension becomes divine. May the new divine be worthy. For the rest, may he have mercy on your soul. To the wellspring of ascension. Begin.
So this is it. The Arena of the One. I'll stand to my word, sorcerer. God woken. Whatever happens here, I'll fight at your side. I'm with you, Godwoken.
Here it is.
The wellspring. Finally. It's almost over.
So good of you to come, Godwoken. You know, you are many things, but above all, you are reliable. Reliable to the point of being predictable. You came to the wellspring. I followed. The Lady Vengeance is, after all, my ship. And now here we all are.
It is time, mistress.
She gives you a long and steady look, as if it is the last time you shall see each other for the rest of eternity. Then she dips her chin in acknowledgement. You are almost her equal.
Yes, Reederman. It is time.
What are you doing here, traitor? Does your scheming never end? I believed you, Dallas, when you told me I was chosen. But all this time, you were lying. You were trying to prevent my ascension. So disappointing. But your games end here. It is time for me to claim my birthright. The Godwoken shall ascend.
You were right, mistress. He is an imbecile.
Not an imbecile, just misguided. Wiser ones than him were lured by the promise of all that power, and it brought them to nothing but ruin. It brought me ruin. Anyway, it all ends now. You see, Alexander, divinity isn't the solution to the world's ills. Divinity is the problem. I am here to fix that. And now, finally!
She raises the Aetherin. Like a divining rod to water, it seeks the wellspring and finds it. The device hums to life.
My purpose transcends such concepts. Alexander was but a tool.
We are done, mistress.
Yes, Breederman, we are done. And so too, Godwoken, are you. Soon you shall be little more than relics of a bygone time, and this place shall be your tomb. Goodbye.
It might be wise to look for a way out of here.
Really? Do you think so?
If I didn't know our shield had everything under control, I'd think we were in big trouble.
ritual has failed. The structure lies in ruins, but you have at least survived. You should feel relief, disappointment, confusion, anything but the rage that wells up from deep within you. The rage grows, burning hotter than the volcano itself, tearing at you, seeking to overpower your senses. The red mist wants to descend. The red mist feels like it does not belong to you. The red mist feels alive. And it wants you. A familiar figure materializes before you. A copy of yourself, enraged. Your own face glowers at you in hateful fury. It opens its mouth. And your furious god begins to speak.
You figure. You weakling. Look me in the eye. I am Relic. I am god of this world. All that you are is mine. It shall be mine once more. Yield. Surrender yourself to your god, that he may right your wrong. Yield to Relic, that he may be god of Rivellon. You won't yield by your own will. You will yield by mine. Yield to me!
I am the one! You are nothing!
In pieces before you. The god controlling it is dead by your hand. Lava roils as earthquakes rumble around you. Shockwaves of sound pierce the air, the growl of shifting ground. Suddenly, a voice echoes in your mind. It's Malady. Where the hell are you, she calls. Find my beacon. We need to get out of here now. Her voice crackles and dissipates in your mind.
waste any more time with me. Your destiny awaits.
Another giant speaks, Quercus. No, never! Ugh.
I guess when I said never again, I really meant once or twice more. Okay. 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 The Hall of Echoes once more. Our home away from home. Close indeed. You almost became a god, and instead you're still... you. At least you managed to murder one of the 7. Quite the spectacle. I've never seen anything so... Let's talk about this later. I need to rest. We've still one big jump to go, but... it'll have to wait.
She casts her gaze around, taking in the streaming bluish ether. She breathes a deep, ragged breath.
At least, it's quite beautiful here, isn't it? I'm going to take a rest, sort myself out. I suggest you do the same. Speak to the ship if you need me. She'll know where to find me. This may be your last bit of respite before the storm blows in again, Godwoken. Enjoy it. You deserve that much.
Shh, Quercus. It's okay. We're okay.
He runs his paws over the cat's skeleton with long, methodical strokes. Sometimes his fingers curl, as if he's forgotten that Quercus's fur is long gone.
Shh, don't cry. We got out. We made it. We're safe. They can't get us here. The Knights will never hurt us again, Quercus. I promise. Quercus, after all the shield has done, do you think it's time? Yes. Yes, I think so too. The story belongs to us both, and by now the shield deserves to know the truth.
The squirrel looks up and meets your eyes for the first time. Small, shining beads take you in.
We have traveled some time together, Shield. There were times when I very nearly lost heart. My research, so much of it has led to naught. At times, I fear I am no closer to stopping the acorn than when I started. But you have been relentless. When I felt I might falter, you sallied forward. You and Quercus have given me strength when mine waned. You deserve to know the truth. The reason I know so much about the Knights of Dre, the reason I'm the one who needs to stop them, well, I was one of their order once. I was an acolyte of the Great Acorn. I saw dwarves tear down my forest, turning my home into weapons of war. I saw humans launching great orbs of fire into the homes of my friends. I saw lizards shackling the citizens of the land with harnesses and whips. The Great Acorn would stop you all for good. At the time, the Knights seemed to have all the answers. We would reseed the land, give it fresh life. But they proved themselves zealots, heartless.
He runs his paws along Quercus's bony head and scritches the space behind his ear. Quercus rattles a dry, contented purr.
Quercus was once a beautiful, burnished orange, long of hair, green of eye, so soft of tread he could stalk through a thicket of dry thorns without disturbing a single one. That was before the Knights of Dre decided, well, they decreed, they executed him. Squirrels alone shall reap the Great Acorn's blessings, they said. It's unnatural to associate with other species, they said. So, they killed him. My friend. It was then I knew that they'd gone too far. It was then that I realized what I had been party to. It took every last bit of magic I had gathered to bring him back. Then we ran. I just wanted to find a safe den where we could hide together, but
The squirrel sits quietly for a moment, running his hand down the cat's spine. Quercus arches his back and flexes his claws.
But Quercus said we could do more. He said we should push on.
The cat leans into your palm, rubbing against you, and only a quick act of acrobatics stops Sir Lora from being knocked off. The squirrel throws his hands up in indignity, but you can see a quiet smile spreading underneath his whiskers.
What a bevy of misfits we are! Though I suppose it is best to fit badly in a world gone mad. Fear not, Shield. I will discover how to stop the great acorn. I will protect the creatures of this land, all of them, from the knights. With Quercus at my side, with you at my side, I know I will not fail. Aye, the giant takes notice of its charges. Ask away, Shield. Indeed. Rather hard to believe, isn't it? I was a devoted follower of the great acorn. I believed it was the only way to save the forests from giants. But I was wrong, of course.
Sir Lora pats Quercus's flank and smiles wistfully.
They put Quercus to the sword, just because he was a different species than they. Obscene, isn't it? Well, we made a pact, didn't we, Quercus? If we should perish, we'll face the great unknown together. And until eternity comes for us both, it shall come for neither. Indeed, Quercus. Let's be off.
After all that's just happened, life, every flawed morsel of it, seems more precious to you than ever. You look around at those who have accompanied you so far. In each one, something unique shines through. Divinity has eluded you so far, but humanity beats strong within you, here and now. Who knows what lies ahead for you, for your companions? Your quest failed. The void is growing stronger, and the hall is dark. You feel the need for some affection. Perhaps they feel it too. She pulls you close and kisses you like you've never been kissed before.
That's a yes. Come, let's find ourselves a quiet spot, shall we?
As you move to go below decks, the live wood creaks and groans. The steps you thought you knew lead you to a part of the ship you've never seen before. A newly carved nook that smells of resin and wood chips. Touching the wall beneath your fingers, the live wood hums at your touch. You understand that the Lady Vengeance has carved this space for you in gratitude for your help. You enter and feel the presence of the ship recede, offering you the total privacy of a moment alone with your companion. The first moment you have been truly alone together. No sooner have you entered the room than Sabine shoves you onto the bed and starts tearing at your clothes.
I want you naked. Now.
She looks on as you remove your garb, and it's like you can feel her gaze, an eager flame that travels up and down your naked body.
Good boy.
She takes one of your hands and leads it to her lips, gently brushing them with your fingertips.
Remember how when we first met I licked your arm? Think now of what will happen when I lick you all over. All those memories shrouded in flesh. No more secrets. I will know you like I know my own heart.
She lowers your hand and places it between her breasts. You can feel the beat of her heart, the dulcet, ancient rhythm.
Let me come to know you.
She kisses you gently. Then, as your mouths open, a dalliance of tongues.
The sweet taste of remembrance. The titillation that is one's first kiss. How young you were. Tell me, how was it? So I gather. But practice makes perfect, as we've just proven. I think it's time for another taste.
She kisses your neck, your chest, twirls her tongue around your nipples.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Another sensation altogether. But you're afraid. Tell me why. Except me, and my nails, and my needle. Forget the scar. Forget the names on my skin. And forget the instrument with which I kill. You will get to know the real me. All of me. I am Sabine, and I'm here with you. I know you do, despite what your body tells me. You've no reason to fear me, darling. I could never hurt you. I love you. I want you.
Her kisses go lower still, your belly and below. Her tongue is all along your length. Just a tease. Slowly she moves back up, her body close to you, her lips against your ear.
Just one question left. The one question as yet unanswered in your flesh. Do you love me too? And I will have to take your word for it, won't I?
With a few easy movements, Sabine slips out of her clothes and straddles you in all her naked glory, two heats hot against one another.
Oh, isn't it wonderful to be in love? Isn't it magical to make love?
Her lips land on yours once more as she guides you inside her, and slowly, ever so slowly, gallops you into oblivion. The night was long, but you didn't sleep a wink. You lie in one another's arms, basking in euphoric exhaustion.
Ready for round 5? Come here.
As Sabile's hands traipse their way down, a sound emanates in the distance.
Oh, that was Lady Vengeance. She's calling us back. How she spoils our sport.
You both rise from the bed and get dressed. When you're ready to leave, Sabile takes your hands in hers.
You know me now, don't you? The real me. You're not afraid anymore, are you? And I love you.
One more kiss. Then you leave, your arms around each other's waist.
Let's get this divinity thing over with, shall we? This is so much more fun. Are you ready to continue the journey? One word and the Lady Vengeance will take us back to our world.
You okay, Chief? It's funny, isn't it? From here, none of it seems real. Dallas, the gods. I mean, we killed a god. Man, someday we should write all this down. It'll be the best piece of fiction I ever read. Ha ha. I don't need your gold. When all this is over, I'm taking to the stage once more. And if you're very nice, I'll get you tickets. 3rd or 4th row.
She looks out into the swirling blue and green of the hall and sighs.
Let's rest up. Whatever comes next, I want to be ready for it.
Well, hello again. As much as I would enjoy sailing these waters with you, I fear our time is short. I believe Malady recommended speaking to the ship's head when you were ready to leave. But I suppose it all depends on how much faith you put in a half-demon.
Hey up. I hear we're about ready to move out. I reckon you'll need to talk with the ship head to summon Malady and let her know we're ready.
Hail.
Spoken to Malady yet? She said to talk to the Lady Vengeance when we're ready to move on.
There you are. I hear Malady wants to continue the journey. We've but to talk to the Lady Vengeance and off we pop.
Not right now. Come back later.
All this commotion?
hasn't made it any easier for me to restore Anathema. The fewer distractions, the better. My efforts continue. I must admit it's quite an intricate piece to work with.
I thought you'd forgotten about me, darling. How goes your little endeavor?
Almira gives you a devilish grin and traces her finger along your forearm.
I had a feeling you'd be one to watch, my dear. I'm glad to hear my faith wasn't misplaced.
I'm glad I didn't step ashore on that island with you, sorcerer. That place is a pyre. The Order. My comrades. I don't regret leaving with Almira, but I did swear an oath. I hear Bishop Alexander made it to the island with some followers. What came of him? No wonder the Order has fallen so low, when its leadership is populated by cutthroats and traitors. I made the right decision to flee with Almira.
The day was lost, and no one won. Divinity is still up for grabs. Will you be the one to grab it? I do so wonder. Naught but the demon I'm hunting. A trivial task, really, compared to your current pursuits of divinity. I did. She's quite graciously taking us to demon-haunted arcs. Our pursuits align and continue.
Gareth's head is steady, but his face is pale and his eyes are lost.
We still have a mission, Godwoken. You must ascend. I will see it through.
Take whatever time you need to gather yourself, my friend. When you are ready, we can proceed.
Yes, I am sorry. She had me built to her exact designs. Not even I know all the ways in which she can control me. She was able to follow my wake like a shark. But I will see myself destroyed rather than be forced to betray you again. I swear.
It shall be done.
Malady's face is drawn. She seems tired, somewhat subdued. She looks you over and squints.
What's wrong with you? You seem happy. It's written all over you. In truth, I'm glad to see it. A joyful God is a just God. I've had some time to think, and there's a few matters I want to discuss before we carry on. I doubt you've forgotten the death of Meister Siva.
She swallows hard and closes her eyes for a moment, as though trying to dispel a dizzy spell.
She and I had a deal, you see. A deal that's now quite obviously defunct. According to its terms, I was to help you ascend to divinity, and she was to help me with another matter. The details aren't important now, it's just... never mind. Another entangling alliance. But I won't be able to disentangle it on my own. There may come a time when I need to count on you as an ally. So, are we? Allies, that is. I'm glad to hear you say that. We do make quite the team, don't we? I found out where Dallas is heading. There's a great city not far from Driftwood, Arx by name. It's controlled by Magisters, so you'll have your work cut out for you. We have to find out what she's planning to do with the powers of the Seven. You'll need to find her and take back what she stole, and quickly, before she does something irreversible. Dallas, or any of the others for that matter, cannot be allowed to use the powers of the gods. She doesn't understand what must be done. She doesn't understand how to rule. It's quite simple, really. Chaos is a fact of life, surer than any other. Power is one of the few structures that can cut a line through that chaos. If wielded well, that line will mean stability, order, a comfort against the unknowable, changing forces of chaos. If wielded poorly, the line will mean domination, terror, different from chaos, but no better. Dallas, and the others like her, Alexander, the Mother Tree, the Prince of Shadows, they are little better than demons, really. They seek power at the expense of others, not to create stability, but to create servants. Look at my face, Godwoken. What do you see? I suppose we all see what we want to see. When I look in the mirror, I see balance. Balance between darkness and light, between good and evil, whatever those categories mean. When the time comes for you to ascend, remember my face. Remember that despite any shortcomings you might have, if you can bring a semblance of balance to the world, you'll have done as good as the Seven did. And if you can be stronger than them, you'll do all the better. The Seven are gone, slain by their Godwoken, slain by you. You have the potential, the obligation even, to do better than they did, to create a better world than the world they made. I know what evil is, Godwoken. I've seen what chaos can do. It isn't how I picture Rivellon's future. You are my insurance against that. Now, there's little time to spare. We need to get you to Arx, find Dallas, take back what she stole. Shall we go? Very good. How lucky for you I'm on your side. I'm probably the only one masterful enough to transport an entire ship safely between the land of the dead and the land of the living. Captain Malady stands at the ready.
After the briefest moment of respite, Malady brought the Godwoken to Arx to recover the divine powers Dallas had snatched away. But the half-demon secret was taking its toll on her.
Lucian! Fools! The bastard's going to ruin everything!